3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. Eggy Bob is here, and he's got a box. You want to get your name in this box. Register to win tickets to tonight's NHL Awards, which is going on right here at Bridgestone Arena.
Box?
That's right. We'll draw a name at 5:45. Eggy will do that. And you must be present to win, so...
Eggy Bob box.
Okay, Eggy Bob's giving me some different information.
You do not have to be present.
Why? The awards is tonight. How are they going to get the tickets?
It'll be emailed to him.
Oh, okay. There you go. You don't have to be present to win.
Good job, Bob.
You might want to be present to win.
Have a drink and win. Or have a drink and not win.
Have a drink and look at us.
Yeah.
Or talk to us.
We're in the communications business. We constantly get different bits of communication. Thank you, Aki, for clearing that up. NHL Awards tonight, Bridgestone Arena, 7 o'clock on TNT. You can watch it live on television or come on down and hang out with us pregame, tailgate, all of those things. They do have a block party Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it is underway over in the, over in the Bridgestone, front door plaza place. Is that a good way to call it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Front door plaza place?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Front door is pretty big, so yeah. I think that's a really good way to put it.
So Broadway Block Party presented by Tractor Supply, 3 o'clock Central. Alumni autographs, 4 to 6 p.m. 2023 NHL Awards red carpet walk at 5:15 Central, and the awards doors open at 6. Well, it says it starts at 6:30. It starts on television at 7. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just noticing this cute little girl in her pink little tutu getting ready to take in some hockey.
With the matching shirts.
Talk, yep.
It's important to be matchy-matchy as a female, right?
Especially if Babsy notices you.
Steven on Twitter, where is the stream today? I think Hunk's working on that because it looks like he has smoke coming out of his ears.
Yeah, he's stressed. The
And he's on the
mohawk
phone.
is on fire.
And he's on the phone.
And it's up. It's just we got to get the picture for you guys.
Yeah.
Be patient with us.
Rodney, talking about the comments that Barry Trotz made about Ryan Johansen, after the season and before the trade, saying that he needed to get faster. The league has gotten faster. Big off season for him. Rodney says, youth and speed, revolutionary. I could be GM and have those talking points.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but I understand that, but...
No, there are teams that go physical and big and pound you.
Yeah, and
in
the
the
Preds
NHL.
have not always been that youth and speed, what do they call it? Offense kind of team, franchise. You know what I mean?
Dude, you're doing the full-on hockey stuff
I'm
today.
on it
Babs is
today.
locked and loaded.
On my game. But
like
yeah, so I get it. I get what you're saying because we talk about the Titans too, and Mike Vrabel talking about needing more speed on that team. But historically, the Preds have not necessarily been that kind of a franchise, right?
Titans too.
No, right. Pound it. I mean,
Speed.
Yep.
pound the rock.
That's it.
So
Run the ball.
Yep.
Run left.
I wonder
day
how many, what percentage of the 3HL crew has been all in on this College World Series. I was talking to some people yesterday, just random people.
Yesterday was a bunk mess.
Yeah, but I was asking people, are you into this thing? And they're like, not since Tennessee left. And I thought, okay, well.
So what are you watching then?
Right. I mean, but this has been game one was phenomenal.
It was
Yes.
so good.
Yes.
So
And again,
good.
I had LSU money line in that game, and boom, there goes another homer in the 11th. I'm like, winner.
Yep, chicken dinner.
And then I did not bet on Saturday's game.
I did, but I rolled with the over. Well, I bet.
hope you bet the over.
I bet on LSU money line, but I made a separate bet for the over and crushed the over.
Crushed it.
That
Yeah.
was over by the third inning.
I think if you go 3 times the over, you should get bonus money.
I agree. I
Hey.
totally agree.
Because you went
Over
5
is
times
over.
the over.
Ooh, they dubbed them in baseball, 24-4.
It was a football.
Exactly.
Score.
Like, good God.
LSU led 1-0 and 2-1.
Yeah, yep, they did. They sure did. Boy, Florida, they played with something on their mind. Can they run it back today? I will say,
Nope.
To what?
I'm going to LSU.
okay, I like that. Good.
Oh, no to Florida?
No to Florida.
I'm saying Florida.
I mean, does the LSU have the pitching to be able to?
They're going to throw
Do it.
Skeens, I
They're
think.
gonna throw them out there, man. But
God,
that depth and then confidence.
Wow.
Like confidence, man, once you start feeling like, man, you can You gonna get a dub?
Really?
And
Are
can
you
get
confident
hits.
after that 24?
That's what I'm talking about. Florida.
Whooping.
I'm going on
Okay.
the Florida side.
After having watched so much baseball, and Hunk's over there on the phone, like dealing with Zone TV. But after watching so
I know,
much
'cause
baseball,
he's our
you
baseball guy.
you see it so many times where there's like a 20-2 game, and then the very next day they lose.
Yeah,
you
it's
see
very
it
true.
all the time.
Very true.
It's so day to day in baseball.
Yeah.
Like they
I
just
just
got on
think-
one yesterday.
I mean, the entire format benefits Florida, right? And that's they didn't lose.
Nope.
That helps with the arms. That's because somebody was complaining, why don't you give them 2 weeks so it's like an even matchup? But that's the whole point
It
is
is.
you make it scot-free through the entire tournament, and then all of a sudden your bullpen and your arms are
Yeah.
in pretty good shape, and
Right.
you put yourself in a position to where it's a lot easier to win a national championship,
The losers
right?
bracket is a grind.
Yes,
That's what
it's
is
a
supposed to
grind.
be.
So I'm going Florida.
And see, I think look, game one they lost by a walk-off home run. So I mean, like Florida was in it.
Right.
They made errors, and this game two was the first time I saw LSU kind of make a lot of errors.
Yeah.
They haven't been doing that coming out of the losers bracket. So does that carry over? I'm interested to see. I'm gonna ride with Florida, man, because they ain't showed me any other reason not to. When I'm talking about betting, I'm betting.
Yeah,
So book it. How about that?
we know you
I hate
are.
going against you. It makes me feel like
I like it.
dirty or something.
I like it, Yor. It make our conversations good at
We're
night.
supposed to run together.
I know. But sometimes we
Why-
meet at the same spot.
Well, I tell you what, you can tell the people from out of town. That is definitely true.
Tell me more.
We're downtown in
Are you about to point some people out that are here?
Pete and Terry's Tavern is where we are, just outside Bridgestone Arena on Demumbrian Street. Yeah, I was talking with my friend Aaron, who used to drive Uber. And, like, he said, girls would get in the car and they'd be wearing their cowboy boots or whatever. And he'd be like, where are y'all from? And like, every once in a while they'd say, how do you know that I'm not from here? And he would say, because you're wearing cowboy boots. People from here don't wear them.
Right. You might get away with that in Texas.
And
Or
so,
not to go out downtown, right?
and so,
Although I wear them to country concerts.
okay, you have like $1,000 pair of cowboy boots. How often have you worn them?
They're very expensive per wear.
You got to get your wares out of them, Babs.
This is what I'm saying. So, like, these two, like, legit cowboy-looking guys just walked up, and I was like, okay, not from here.
Yeah, if you're not
I'm
cut,
not judging. I'm just saying, like, you're not from here. We can tell.
I would like a pair of boots. I don't know what kind
Like,
of
I think a lot of people in
Then
Nashville and Middle
Casey-
Tennessee do have boots, especially, like, people that work on the farm and all those things. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, to your point, like, going
Just out
out
here
and
walking
stuff.
around.
My boots are not white. They're not pink. They don't have rhinestones on them. Yes.
But those boots are made for walking. That's just what you do. Yeah, you like it? See the egg about?
So Donnie says, per sources, Thatcher Hurd will start for LSU, but I'm telling
Thatcher?
you right now, Skeens will pitch
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, no question. You don't let them. Man, they have to fight that man to keep him from pitching.
If
He might
they-
just run out there.
Listen, if this thing is in the sixth inning at like 2-2, here he
Yeah.
comes.
Yep. And I hope it's not. I hope it's more runs than that because I bet on the over. But
What was the over? Do you remember?
man, I caught it at 8.5 first, and then today it's at 9.5. Whole run.
That's a lot.
That is. That is.
They're thinking people will bet based on what happened yesterday.
Yep. I'm a little nervous about my bet, but I'm riding
Baseball
with it.
is such
as
a
far as the
weird
over
sport,
goes.
man. I mean, the first game was 3-2, 11 innings.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So, I don't know. 615-737-1045 at 3HL 1045 is how you get in here. One quick college basketball note. Javon Quinterly, Alabama basketball player, into the portal.
Saw that. I saw that. Those.
He's got skills, man.
Nah, he can play.
Yeah.
Veteran. He's won.
Yeah.
He's won the championship with UConn. Was it? No, Villanova. I'm sorry.
Villanova, yeah.
Villanova, and then came to Alabama, had some good success there, fought back from his injury. Whoever gets him, that's going to be a good grab, a good veteran player who started to show him getting that bounce back in his legs coming off that injury. That was real tough. Real tough. I can't wait to see where Quinterly goes. Kentucky picked up a big recruit, too, coming out of West Virginia with Bob Huggins stepping down, resigning.
Yeah.
I got his name, Trey Mitchell. Trey Mitchell, in order to kind of strengthen their front court. A lot of people try to strengthen their front court with veterans, so especially with them, number one recruiting class.
Huh. So is that like a thing? Like go with the younger guys that can pop outside?
I think
and then go with the veteran leaders down low because you got to have guard play to win.
you do. You got to have guard play. You win championships with guards, but you got to have something to kind of steady the ship. And they got another big. I do think they had a guy this offseason that had a couple of injuries, so they needed somebody to replace him. They also got Antonio Reeves back. Was a big grab coming back to school. So pretty good, man. Kentucky loading up. They're sick of these last 4 or 5 years.
Do you think that this is Coach Cal's last go? There's been so much smoke the last couple of years. It makes me wonder because he had that recruiting class this year.
No.
But he had that recruiting class this year, so I could see him like I didn't believe the smoke the last couple of years because of what was coming.
Yep.
But now you go through that, then what?
I
Do you
think
go?
with him,
If they win it all or something like that,
I don't think it's him that'll be like, all right, man, I had too much. I think it'll be the
Mitch
big
Barnhart.
wigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, man, you ain't getting it done. Like, you got the class. He gonna pack the arena's gonna be packed regardless because it's Kentucky.
Oh, I thought you were saying that he would make the decision to step away.
yeah,
Cal.
I was. He just
You
switched
were.
it. Yeah.
You switched
Yeah,
it. Okay.
I just don't think it'll be him because I wouldn't. Why would you walk away from Kentucky?
Well, and if you're Cal, why would you walk away?
Yeah, you getting recruits. It's just you can't
And
get
not
it
to
done.
mention, you're not doing it.
Could you see?
Like, he's not on the road
Right.
recruiting. You know what I mean?
Right.
Could you see him going back to the NBA?
I mean, he's
at
on
some
the
point?
road, but
That's the one thing that just keeps popping in my head.
As young as the NBA is getting, I could see a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, he relates well to younger guys. Them vets, you don't see a lot of vets running around, and those would be the ones I think it'll be hard to grasp. The vets in the NBA. So yeah, I could see him going back to the NBA. Probably have
615
more success there too.
615-737-1045 at 3HL1045. I mean, he's repeatedly said his primary goal is to get the guys to the league.
Right.
Then
Right.
it's to win.
Yep.
If he goes to the NBA, the primary goal is to win because the other thing's been taken away.
And
right?
it'll be just like Patino. He probably walk into a situation where he got 3 or 4 of his guys already that he's coached. So
that would always have to be the thing for a guy like that because like so many of these college guys go into any situation they can get in the NBA and then it doesn't work
yep.
because you end up on a bad team with a bad roster.
Yeah, he should have a pick of the league.
Yeah. Back to the LSU Florida game tonight. I just saw a story on let's see, what is this? An LSU news site. Anyway, LSU Tigers enter a tricky situation as they game plan for Game 3. Winner take all showdown against Florida. The pitching rotation, this is really interesting, has been a roller coaster ride all season, but one thing has been certain: Paul Skeens, the number 1 pitcher in college baseball. After pitching Skeens in Thursday's elimination game against Wake Forest, it was a masterclass display on the bump. Skeens went 8 innings while striking out 9 and giving up just 2 hits. The National Player of the Year tossed 120 pitches on Thursday on 4 days rest. So now the question comes, what do you do with Paul Skeens in Game 3? The option 1, and it looks like they're going this way: start Thatcher Hurd, bring Skeens out of the bullpen, and Riley Cooper to close.
Mm-hmm. Cooper's been pretty good. Although they were rocking the baby. Well, they was rocking all the babies on Game 2, but he's been pretty good.
Rocking the baby.
Hey, man, they rocking by, baby. Put that baby to sleep.
So Florida yesterday, 6 homers, 23 hits.
ridiculous.
Dude, that is nuts. That's nuts right there. Skeens, I would like to see him get out there, but don't you, at some point, man, like, don't you have to protect his arm? That man coming out there throwing 100 miles per hour.
I agree.
Like, good gosh, dog. What would this be? So Thursday was when he pitched. So
Thursday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's 3 days rest.
Come on, man. 46 of his pitches were over 100 miles per hour.
Well, and Thursday, what did he pitch? He pitched
124.
124, 23
Yeah,
pitches.
something like-
I mean, it's not it's not like he just threw a little bit.
Yeah, and then
It's
I
funny
say,
how colleges don't care, man. Like most of them.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care about
Like, come
pitch
on,
count.
dog.
Well, and I get it, and he probably doesn't care because
Right. He
it's-
wants to win.
He's
Yes.
in the moment. He's looking at that,
This
World
what you're
Series
transferred
ring.
for.
This
Yeah.
is what he wants. I mean, this is why he's stayed in college
Yep.
and isn't playing, AAA ball, trying to make it the
Right.
bigs right
Right,
now.
and a competitor.
This is what he wants.
You guys play college sports. I mean, in the moment in college, like you're a competitor. You'll do anything you
out
can
there.
to win.
I'm out there.
I would have torn every ACL, broken every bone in my body, taken 8 million hits to the face to win a title.
I
In the
agree.
face.
In the face. I agree.
So
Like,
I get it.
And I said,
But and hopefully they're smart.
that's what I want. I want them to do 46 over 100 miles per hour.
That's
That's
crazy.
not counting. It's some that hit 99, 98. Like it ain't like he took the juice off of it. Like I'm gonna slow this one down. I'm gonna get a low 70s. No, man, that man throwing the heat. Nah, man, I don't know.
It's going to be fun. I'm looking
It
forward
is.
to tonight's national title game, Game 3, deciding it all tonight. You can reach us on Twitter at 3HL1045. Dane writes, I'm all in on the College World Series. It sucks not having Tennessee in it, but damn it, it's been entertaining. Same with college softball.
Yep.
At Brent Doherty, at Don Davenport TN, and the man, the myth, the legend, at the Ron Slay.
Hey, I get all that.
And then there's at Joe Hunk.
Hey.
Hashtag SEC, hashtag it just means more.
It
We're going to
does.
take a break. Former Pred James Neal is going to sit down with us next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Twitch, please. Hey, you gonna turn Slay's mic on or what? How do you quiet Slay? Just
This is
turn
how
his
you
mic
do
off.
it. Kirby is the only one that can do it. He is the man upstairs right now. But we preface this leading up to this summer heat arriving, and it has come in full-blooded. I don't know. It's
Keep it
just-
clean.
Okay, all right. It's hot out there, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say. Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, they will cool it off for you, especially when you walk in your home. Don't be a fool, man, and just try to fight this battle alone. Call on our people, springhillac.com.
Yes, Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, proud to be a York certified comfort expert company, are always backed by their 10-year parts and labor warranty on York products. And here's the deal. We like to help you out, our listeners. If you mention 3HL, you get 10% off your service call, repair, or a new system. How about that? Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, family-owned and operated company. Kevin opened the doors back in 2011, and I promise if you call them, you're going to get a family member, which means you are going to get the best customer service possible.
So, Babs, you got to tell them you get a family discount. Say 3HL, get 10% off on your service call or your new system. We can repeat that over and over because there's nothing better than free. But you also got to do one thing, Babs. You got to hit them on springhillac.com.
Call them.
3HL 1045, The Zone, broadcasting live from Pete and Terry's Tavern, just outside Bridgestone Arena in advance of tonight's NHL Awards. You can catch it live, 7 o'clock on TNT. Country music superstar Dierks Bentley will host. This guy's a superstar in his own right. James Neal, former Pred, joins us now on 3HL live and on site. James, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me. No, good. Not much. Just made my way downtown here to talk with you guys a little bit and do some autographs and go to the show tonight. So I'm excited.
Downtown's a wild place. You ever just? I know you live in Nashville. Do you ever just come out here and go honky tonkin'?
I have. I've lived here for 9 years now, so I've seen it all. But I've had lots of friends come in. They want to go down, so you kind of get dragged out that way. But
and you always have a great time, right?
I always have a great time for sure, but I try to stay away as much as possible.
Do you end up karaokeing places?
Heck no.
You don't have like a go-to karaoke song?
I don't have that in my book. Yeah.
How's the transition from the grind of playing your entire life gone to now the retirement stage?
Yeah, no, it's a big change for sure. I think, when you play in the NHL for that long and just growing up as a kid and having a lifelong dream, you do everything to get to this point, and then all of a sudden it feels like it goes by so fast and it's gone. But, I love my time playing, met a lot of great friends and great teammates, and, being able to find my way here and make this home has been great. But, I've just been enjoying being done and doing things that normally I wouldn't be able to do.
At what age did you start playing?
Yeah, I was young. I mean, there's videos, I think, of my dad putting skates on me at 2 years old and walking around the house. So I had a passion and I loved it, and I played right from then on in. So
that's hilarious.
2 years old.
So you could skate.
Behind
So you could skate before you could walk, probably.
Yeah, he was. He used to put my skates on and just walk around on the carpet. So that's how it started. Kind of just strengthen your ankles and get used to having skates on. So when he put me on the ice.
At what point did you think, okay, I could do this NHL thing?
I kind of never really doubted myself, to be honest with you. It was like that. This is what I'm going to do. I love playing, and I feel like I was just going to do anything possible to make it to the NHL, and that's kind of just what I did. And I was lucky enough to have a great family, and help me get through hockey, and it's been great.
So it sounds like you never had like a plan B.
I didn't have a plan B, that's for sure. I played in Whitby, Ontario, where I'm from, and then I was drafted to the OHL with the Plymouth Whalers, and I went there when I got drafted, and then I got cut from there, and then I went back and played at home and for the Bowmanville Eagles in my hometown, and that was kind of like, okay, I think I can do this, and then went and played in Plymouth the following year, but it was kind of a good setback for me. It got me to have the ability to stay home with my family one more year and kind of grow up a little bit more, and then I was ready to leave home and start my journey to the NHL. And then I was drafted from Plymouth to Dallas and played in Dallas 3 years, and got traded to Pittsburgh 3 years, and then got traded here and made this home. I was in Nashville for 3 years and loved every minute of it, and then went to Vegas after Nashville for a year, and then signed in
which was bunk, by the way.
Yeah, she's all in on. She's anti-Vegas Stanley Cup title.
Yeah, it was tough. That was tough. I went from here losing the Stanley Cup Finals and being so close, and then going to Vegas and then losing the Stanley Cup Finals.
It's just tough. National, like the entry draft, like the expansion draft was so much different when the Predators entered the league as opposed to when Vegas did.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people hear.
Yeah. No, they're.
Here's your ready-built team.
Take it.
I was definitely jealous watching those guys. Lift the cup. That was tough to watch. So,
yeah.
But good for them.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. So then, I was in Vegas, and then I was in Calgary and Edmonton for a couple of years, and St. Louis last year, and then tried to in Columbus this year, and then that was kind of it.
So going back to like family life, entire family, hockey family, is that what you guys did growing up?
Yeah, well, I'm the oldest of five, four boys, and my sister's the youngest, and we got a really close family, and all the boys played hockey, so we had a competitive hockey team at home in the hallways and on the pond in the winter.
I can only imagine.
It was
fights and everything.
Oh, it was I don't know how it would be if I didn't have a big family like that, because it was complete chaos at all times, and we loved it. And then I got to give it back for my parents being able to take us to to hockey and having us run around every day after school to get us to practices. So they're, they deserve a lot of credit. And then my brother was actually drafted to Dallas 2 years after me. So we never ended up playing together, but he played in the American League in the East Coast for 14 years, and now he's a firefighter back home. And he was actually just down here this past week. He just left today, so we
nice.
we had a good time. And
did you take him honky tonkin'?
Yeah, he likes coming down here. So he's not shy to get out there. But there's a lot going on this week. It's just crazy how much this place has grown and how it is, and it's, from NASCAR to the awards now to the draft. It's pretty nuts.
This franchise too. I mean, obviously Trotzy comes in and is taking over. And what have you just kind of seen from this franchise, even in the last 5-7 years almost?
Yeah, when I got traded from Pittsburgh, I didn't know much about Nashville. They're kind of a smaller market team, and I was like, oh no, I'm going from playing in Pittsburgh to being kind of the center of things with Sid and Malkin and Letang and Fleury, and it was like, well, where am I going now? But when I came in, Laviolette kind of came in, and he was a new coach, and there was a little bit of change, and they're making some trades, and then I kind of was here a little bit for like the change in hockey, because we started to become really good, and we were in the playoffs every year, and then going to the Stanley Cup final, and how much this city appreciated that and kind of took over and changed hockey a little bit here. So it was nice to be a part of that, and I love my time here, and it was fun.
James Neal, former Pred, joins us live at Pete and Terry's Tavern outside Bridgestone Arena.
A lot of people don't get the opportunity to play in a Stanley Cup. You had 2 opportunities. What was the biggest difference between Nashville and Vegas, and the support behind it? Was both crazy? I know Nashville was raucous down here.
God, it was so fun.
It was. Yeah, it was crazy, and I'll never forget before Game 5 or Game 6, and I was sitting in the medical room getting changed and getting ready to come out, and I saw the TV of Broadway, and it was just packed. They couldn't even move, and I was like, wow. And then the energy in the building and how crazy the fans were throughout that whole run was pretty fun. And I'm like, nothing. I'll never see anything like that. And just the way people talked about it, and how unique the setup is here with how the bars are, and then the rink, and how much fun people can have, and they don't have to go anywhere. They walk in and out of Bridgestone and have fun, and then they bring that energy into the rink. So it was cool. But then going to Vegas next year, it was right up there with it.
Yeah.
And, I didn't think that could happen, but it did. And Vegas was special, and it was cool to be a part of that. And then obviously you saw how it was now here with them winning the cup this past year. So it was, these 2 places were pretty special places for me.
Long journey you've been on. What's the biggest change that you've seen from younger guys coming in, from your time coming in to now? A change in strategy, the way they approach it. Don't take it seriously, take it for granted. Like what is it? What's the biggest difference?
Yeah, I kind of was when I started, it was the old school type mentality, and then it was kind of changing, and then by the end of it, it was whole different thing. I think just the way guys train, and the way they put their whole summers into getting better. Where when I was coming in, we'd throw our gear in the garage, we'd train and work out, and then pick it up 2 months later and get going again. Like, these kids are on the ice 24/7. They don't take a day off. So I think that kind of changed. And then with the technology and how they can watch their shifts and just see everything differently, and that's definitely changed. So it's a fast game now, and it's trending in a very different direction. But I'm sure these kids love it, and it's good for everything. And I enjoy watching, and there's some highly skilled guys out there.
James Neal with us on 3HL. Let's go back to that Stanley Cup run in Nashville real quick, because that's a season in and of itself if you make that run to the Stanley Cup final, right? Like, we're talking about like a couple of months. And this town, as you said, just got so behind you guys. And it was fun for what we do, obviously, but just watching the vibe in the city and understanding, like, work production in this town went down for like 2 months. And everybody in the streets and the watch parties outside the building, because people couldn't get in the building, but they wanted to be a part of it. Like, how much does that actually help a team, like propel a team? Because obviously you got to do what you got to do on the ice, but is that something you actually feel like an entire community behind you?
Yeah, you do for sure, and and living here and being around the city all the time and seeing people and seeing Preds fans, they always talk about that cup run. So it just shows how much it meant to the city and how behind they were for us, and we were just a big thing in the city, and it was so much fun to be a part of. So.
Peck's got a role with the team now. Maybe you could walk into some kind of coaching scouting thing.
Yeah, I've definitely taken a year off like I did here, but maybe in the future I'll get back into things. I was ready for a little break after playing that long and kind of just refreshing and doing something a little different.
All right, going to sign autographs, man. I hope it's hot out there, bro.
That's all right. I'm used to it now.
There he is. He's James Neal. You can give him a follow on Twitter, jneal_18, and do it. James, thanks, man. Good to see you again, bro.
You too.
Thank you.
A lot.
There's another former athlete that made Nashville home. Played for 7 NHL teams.
Hey, yeah.
Maybe you could have played NFL ball. I don't know.
It was a force out there.
No, there's no way.
All right, more 3HL coming up. Pete and Terry's Tavern. You can come by and see us. Register to win tickets to tonight's NHL Awards show at Bridgestone Arena. We're going to draw a name at 5:45. You do not have to be here to be a winner. More 3HL next on 104.5 The Zone. Want to tell you about my friends at Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits. They'll be your friends, too, when you go see Jason and the crew. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits located in Brentwood. Ironically enough, in Maryland Farms. By the Publix, in the Publix Shopping Center. 101 Creekside Crossing is the address. MarylandFarmsWS.com is the website. And these are your guys, if you're looking to branch out on your taste palate, let's say, with bourbon, craft beer, tequila. They've got an incredible wine selection and cigars as well. So if you know what you want to pop in, pop out, they'll gladly help you do that. And you can do it quickly. Easy parking there, in and out, no problem. But if you want some advice on maybe expanding, as I said, your palate, they will be able to help you. My guy John walked me through some different bourbons that I hadn't tried, but he asked me what I liked and then gave me some new options based on that. And they'll do that for you. If you're looking for the perfect gift, housewarming, birthday, maybe just a thank you, Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits has customized baskets for you to grab and go with wine, spirits, local olives, chocolates. Perfect gift for that cocktail lover. Remember, Wednesday, Senior Day, so go in for special discounts. Every day they honor the military discount. Case discounts every day, too. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, 101 Creekside Crossing in Brentwood by the Publix. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. Closed on Sundays. MarylandFarmsWS.com.
good afternoon from the Pete and Terry's Tavern. I'm Joe Hunk. You have your Hard Knocks team, even though they don't want to be. Apparently, according to multiple sources, the New York Jets are going to be the team on Hard Knocks because obviously they're going to be because of who their new starting quarterback is. If you just happen to not check out social media over the weekend, the Preds just decided that they wanted to trade a man that scored 110 goals and played 8 seasons for them. Ryan Johansen is now a Colorado Avalanche. In return, the Preds got Alex Galchenyuk. God, I thought I was going to have it too. Dang it, it sounded all professional and stuff. That's all totally butchered. Tonight, you have Game 3 of the College World Series. Florida, LSU, 6 o'clock, and you can listen to it right here on 104.5 The Zone. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty with you on a Monday afternoon in the Music City. We are broadcasting live out and about outside Bridgestone Arena in one of our favorite spots, Pete and Terry's Tavern. And I was hoping to see, like, randomly Pete and or Terry here because they are phenomenal people and very entertaining people. And Pete is one of the best storytellers of all time, and Terry is one of the funniest people you will ever meet. So love those guys. Maybe they'll pop through at some point. I don't know. But we just talked with James Neal. If you missed that, you can catch it on the podcast. Go to the website, 1045thezone.com. And he was cool, man. And it was interesting before, I guess, well, I should do this first. John Davenport is here.
Hi. I'm in the building.
Bad host.
Nah.
Great host.
Boom, 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 boom. Happy Monday to all of you. By the way, I'll go ahead and tell you real quick, talking about people stopping by. Sean Henry is allegedly going to come hang with us for a second.
Sean is a man of his word.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll accept that gladly.
I know, especially because he's slightly busy
Right.
today and this week, I'm sure. You can only imagine.
Would make sense.
That'll be fun. This also makes sense. Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
I love this building.
You like what, Babsy?
This building.
Yeah, this is pretty dope. This is my first time coming here. I'll usually just walk right past it, but the aroma they got in here, it make me want to try something.
Just ordered some pretzel bites.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I might need to venture on off. Check this thing out.
I will tell you, like, the porch is open if you want to do that and sit out there and watch people.
It's always good.
People watching in downtown Nashville, pretty notorious for being great. But also inside, it's a lot cooler because of all these industrial-sized fans they have blowing, ceiling fans they have blowing, and all the cold drinks.
The patio, honestly, the patio doesn't feel as bad because the fans out there, and the fans out there rotating too. Now you step out there on the steps.
Oh, that's right.
It's a little different vibe out there with that heat, but yeah.
Interesting thing that James Neal said. Oh, here comes Sean Henry, as a matter of fact. Interesting thing that James Neal said. I never doubted myself. I didn't have a plan B. It's amazing how many successful people say that. And not that I'm that guy necessarily.
Right.
But the people around me were always nervous because, like, trying to do radio, I never had a plan B. Like that.
Yeah.
Like, I always felt like if you had a plan B, then you're planning to not succeed.
You
know what I mean?
Yes, I totally agree with you. I asked Savage that one time when I had him on the Boom Boom Room, and he said something interesting. It was like, man, when you get to this level, you got to be a little bit crazy to think that you can make it and be successful at that level. So you kind of strike everything out and, like, I don't want a plan B. So you got to be a little weird, man.
Yeah, and it makes people around you nervous.
Yeah, it does.
We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Sean Henry is here with us right now, live at the table. Sean, good to see you, man. It's been a minute. How are you?
Dude, I guess we're hosting a big event.
You
guys are having me on your show. Holy shnikes. It's been like 5 years
Listen,
since you
man,
had me on.
That
is
not true.
That
We
might
missed
be
the
true,
playoffs 1 year,
actually.
you're like, Sean, who?
Let me on.
Before me, man. Good God.
I will say I'm impressed in the suit because it's 150 degrees outside.
He has to. He's a big deal. For the day.
I am.
I'm
Preston,
surprised
this
you
suit.
had time.
I am soaked through. You're gonna see Smarties on a black jacket. I don't think it's physically possible. But gosh, it is beautiful out there.
Isn't it? And you said it right, man. Nashville is so good at hosting parties, man. And this is another opportunity tonight to be showcased live on national television, and
Yeah,
it's going to be fun.
What's great about it is no one's ever done it before. Done the draft and the awards in the same week, in the same city, in the same building.
Oh,
It's been in
I
the same
didn't
city
realize
one
that.
time in Vancouver 25 years ago, but never in the same building. And when they asked, like I've been pushing this for 10 years, they said, well, can you really do it? And just like you said, you laugh.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Nashville can do it.
Yeah.
Like we did CMA Fest 2 weeks ago, Bonnaroo last weekend, Super Speedway this weekend. We have this week. We go into 4th of July and that SEC Media Day.
Yeah,
like this
buddy.
city doesn't say no.
Yep.
And, the fans make everything possible. It's so cool.
So what's your day? I'm shocked that you could actually come over here and talk to us. Honestly, like what goes on for you this week in all of this?
Not
is
a
it
whole
like
lot. Yeah, I don't do
dotting
anything.
the I's, crossing the T's.
I don't do anything.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of nervous energy all day.
Yeah.
But really, today's a day of celebration. Not just for our city, but for our league. It's the awards, right? You get a chance to do some fun things. And for our organization, really league-wide, but especially us that know him so well, it's a chance to send David Poyle off in a certain manner.
Yes.
He'll be showcased quite a bit tonight, and then again on Wednesday. So that's a lot of fun. So that's probably the most serious part of my job, if there is a serious part. But it's going to be very, very cool to see him showcased. But really, the day is nothing more than our doors open yet. Can we do it? So when you text me, I sent it to Nick and Kevin. I said, guys, I don't know if this will work today or Wednesday. And we have a big announcement Wednesday. You got to do it today. And I wrote back, I ain't doing it today. Can't. And then I wrote back, all right, I'll be right there. And you guys are so gracious to fit it in. So
You
thank
always come when we ask.
Yes,
That is true.
thank you. We appreciate
Sean
it.
Henry at President on Twitter. Must follow.
Got
Wait,
to.
so what's the big announcement on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we told people about what it is yet, but it's going to be big. 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 It really will be. It will be one of those things that could change our sport for the better.
Hey.
For years and years to come.
Wow.
We teased this last year, but we're going to announce tomorrow the first significant step forward. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Love that
So
right
you'll
there.
be here Wednesday. So
We will.
tune in.
David
Wait
Legwan.
for it.
David Legwan's going to stop by.
Leggy.
No question.
He is here somewhere. I'm not sure where right now, but it's fun. We have
He's probably on Broadway. Let's be honest.
We have a couple of dozen alumni came back in, for the week, which is a lot of fun. A lot of names that people still wear the sweaters on that really define what Predator hockey is. So we're launching the 25th anniversary this week, which is so special. We're going to do some things with our alumni we haven't done yet. But now that you're 25 years old,
Right.
you have a chance to really bring things full circle. And I look at teams, and I don't like them a whole lot, but Buffalo and Philadelphia and Toronto, they do such a good job with their alumni. And now we get to do it Smashville's way.
You don't like him?
Not at all. Not on a dare.
I was gonna ask you, being in your position, you get an event like this, like you said, awards and then the draft coming back to back like this. What's something that you look forward to? The fan in you what do you look forward to with this week coming up?
Well, I'm glad you asked that way because I love your show, by the way, because you guys are all fans. You're
without
still
question.
12 years old.
Yes.
And I'm fortunate. I'm in an industry
Thanks,
where
Sean.
I get to be 12 years old still because we are still fans. And when
Yes.
you lose that, you lose it.
Yep.
So for me, as a Nashville Predator fan, first and foremost, it's seeing Roman Josi with Pecorine again, with seeing David Legwan, James Neal, Steve Sullivan, whoever your favorite was.
Yeah.
They come back and you start remembering when you were 8 years old and now you have your own daughter or son with you and you're showing them, that's the guy I was talking about who had a hat trick his first game ever. So that is always fun. I'm going to name drop for a minute.
No, it's okay.
I was talking to Dave Winfield and Roy White in the past 2 weeks. They were both great Yankees. Roy White in the 70s.
Yeah.
Dave Winfield, of course, who he is. But I talked to those guys. I'm still a 12-year-old. And, for Roy White, I grew up, he was the only bright spot we had when the Yankees were bad. So that's what this week is for me. We get a chance to do that again. We'll have, again, 40-year-olds talking about boring their kids or grandkids of who that was. But you're also going to be able to say, I was there when this guy was drafted that ended up scoring 600 goals. Yeah. That's special. People still talk about our draft from 2003 when we drafted 4 guys that played in the NHL, 2 of which really helped define our organization, and Ryan Suter and Shea Weber. Of course, Kevin Klein with that and Sulster, too. Right. So I'm looking forward to those memories that you're re-celebrating or launching.
It's funny too because, and we talk about this a lot. NHL is so different than NFL. NFL is you draft them, they're immediately there. Sometimes in the NHL, you don't see these guys for a couple of years, maybe longer. Who knows? But where do you feel kind of this franchise is heading into this draft and the focus on it for those that maybe don't follow the younger talent as close?
Well, it's funny. We made the playoffs past 9 years. Missed it this year for the first time in 10.
I mean, y'all are doing something right.
Yeah, we're doing something right. But at the same time, we did not win the ultimate prize in that stretch. Yeah. And, you fell a couple games short. But the idea is almost a reset. I hate playing around words, but we really are in a full rebuild. Most of the times when you go into a rebuild, it's your minor leagues are empty. You have no prospects because you traded everything away for so long. We're pretty deep. We had, I think, 5 number 1 picks playing in Milwaukee this past year. They went to the quarterfinals. We saw what those kids could do when they were forced to come up here. So I'm pretty excited what we have already. Add into what we have on our roster that should contribute for many years to come. And then we have 23 draft picks in the next 2 years, 13 this year, 2 first-round picks this year. We have a lot of assets that are going to allow us to get back in the playoffs fairly quickly. Maybe it's next year, maybe it's not. But next year will be one of the most exciting years we've had in a long time, just like it was in that 2015 year.
Yeah.
We kind of re-entered where we're going with some of the young guys. When it was a Forsberg and a Jornkrok, who people weren't really sure who they were, but now they're starting to emerge as stars, and they joined up with a Shea Weber and a James Neal and started moving it forward.
We were talking about that a couple of weeks ago. Like, now is the right time. Like, you used the word reset. I love that word because I think the fan base needed it too. You know what I mean? And now, like, you're pointing toward younger players and Trotsy's talking about getting faster and things like that. But now, like, the fan base can re-energize itself, find this level, and then move forward toward hopefully a cup run and then remember back. You know what I mean? Just like you said. I mean, it's a reset.
And the key words are remember back.
Right.
Because part of the joy of that Stanley Cup parade, we'll be talking about this season remember when we traded all those guys away and those young kids came up and we started seeing glimmers of hope. But that's what makes it special.
But it's fun to be a part of that, I think, as a fan. Like, to be a part of that growth.
Yeah, the climb is as much part of the celebration. And then you look at our coach. Andrew Burnett is an exciting coach.
Right.
He's a push-forward coach first. And that's fun to be around as well. And the fans are going to be happy to have him back. I mean, score the first goal in franchise history.
That's so cool.
I got news for you guys. I am a marketing genius because we hired back our first coach. We bring back Andrew Brett. It made our 25th anniversary celebration pretty easy. Sometimes the dumb get lucky, and I sure feel lucky right now.
Yeah,
we had him on. We loved him.
Yeah,
had
he
him
was
on
great.
a couple weeks ago.
Awesome.
It was great.
Just incredible. I mean, you could see him doing the same thing Trotsy did. Being here for 15 years. The difference is hopefully with many, many trophies hanging in the shadows.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to ask, but you answered it. The resale to the fans, with the city evolving the way it is, getting younger and younger, you want to have that connection to them to be able to grow older with, so you can have new fans come in. So you answered that right on the head. So Johansen walking away, well, having to let him go.
Traded.
Try to put it nicely, but yeah. How difficult was that when you're talking about re-energizing?
Oh, it's awful. I mean, the very worst part about sports, especially when you work with him, and you guys have been around him quite a bit.
Yeah.
If you don't like Ryan Johansen, there's something wrong with you. Yes, and there's a guy, when he walks in a room, we all get pumped up.
Right.
I feel like I'm 6'3" when he's next to me because you're just an exciting guy. It wasn't that funny, man. But you do. Like,
Kirby catch it, son.
He brings the joy to everybody. He brings confidence. He did so much for us on and off the ice. That, again, if you didn't love on Ryan Johansen, you were missing something. And I'll tell you, my daughter, there are 2 players that she loved more than anyone in the world. James Neal and Ryan Johansen kind of replaced James in her heart. Yeah. When we lost James Neal at the expansion draft, my daughter did not talk to David Poyle for 1 year. I'm not exaggerating.
Oh, my
God.
Done with him.
At 10:58 a.m. on Saturday, I sat her down. My wife was away. I don't know where she was. But I had my 2 daughters there. And my other daughter knew it was coming, my younger daughter, and we told her. My other daughter started videotaping her, and she cried like a lot of our fans did. Because you're so emotionally drawn into so many players, but especially someone like that.
Yeah.
He wore his emotions on his sleeve. He propelled us into the Stanley Cup, despite getting hurt in the championship round. Right. What he did for us in 2017 was amazing. What he did for us every day since then. I mean, I love Ryan. Yeah. I really do. And everyone in Colorado will. And you know what? They have a better chance of winning a cup now because of him. And how great will it be to watch him win a cup. If it can't be us, let it be him.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, and Trotzy has said since he was hired and since this transition has happened and everything on the table.
Right.
Whatever you guys have to do to build this franchise and go get that, it's on the table.
Yep.
And there
My daughter's not talking to him either for a year.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's
Oh, my
that's
goodness.
stability in it, though. They're not second guessing. Like, this is the way we're headed.
Yep.
That makes people be like, all right, well, I'm rolling with it. Let's go. So kudos to that.
And that's what I love about Trotzy. Our motto is very simple: safe as death. Let's just move forward. We're going to make some mistakes.
Yep.
But as you said, let's not second guess them.
Yep.
Let's just keep going and keep going. And here's what the goal is. Let's take those steps we need to take to get there.
Safe as death. That's what we tell our bosses.
Yes. Y'all got to
They don't necessarily
listen to
agree
them.
with us, but
No, but y'all know me. Like what you just said, that's life right
Yeah.
there, man.
He
really
That's the way to live
he's
life.
going to get deep on us now.
And you guys are safe right now. You signed a new contract. You can drop F-bombs on the air right now. What are they going to do? You're locked in.
What will they do? That's right.
Come on,
Test that in a
Sean.
minute. We're going to test it in just a
Yeah,
second.
no, you know contracts don't mean anything. Come on.
I actually almost did a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Did excitement in them.
Yep.
Sean, good to see you, man. Have fun tonight.
Definitely.
We always appreciate it, brother. And what's the announcement on Wednesday?
Wednesday is going to be an announcement that will reshape who and what we do as a sport. I really believe that. So take a break. Maybe we got some special guests on the show right after. I think the announcement's at like 3:30 or so.
Oh, that's perfect.
Beautiful.
We'll be right
We're
here.
staging it for you guys. See,
go,
when
baby.
you come to our building, great things happen.
Right.
Thank you, guys.
At
Thank you, Sean.
President on Twitter. Give him a follow. Chris Lowe coming up. We'll talk a little college baseball World Series. Game 3 tonight defines it and decides it all. Florida and LSU. We'll talk with Chris Lowe about that next. CeeLo, ESPN on Twitter. 3HL live from Pete and Terry's Tavern outside Bridgestone Arena on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, people? Ron Slay here. I gotta fill you in, man. If you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, you want the best. Modern technology with top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair has completely redefined hair restoration. From the experience itself to unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with the most experienced professionals. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Nashville can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off. Yes, $500 if you move forward. It's called 629-348-HAIR. Redefine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 629-348-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone, presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Hey.
Hunk was stress balling it over there trying to get that thing fixed earlier, but he did.
And it looks good, too.
Got to stay calm. Take a deep breath. Yep. Take deep breaths. You're going to get it done whether you freak out or not. So calmly move through the exercise, right, Babsy?
I mean, I guess it's easier said than done.
Only not in the left
Not for me.
lane.
Calmly move through traffic.
Everything is working. We're all good. We're up on all of our social media feeds. We're set.
By the way, did you see our guy Denny Hamlin almost won again?
Yeah.
Do you think he started thinking about the question I asked him about? Man, you led the most laps last year, 151, finished 6th. Like, that's got to be frustrating.
He would have won me some money.
Probably had the same guy that called me in his ear telling him he needs to go faster and nagging him about how we need to get off the air with a guy.
NASCAR officially hates us.
I mean,
But they love Tennessee, so they got to talk to us.
yeah. We're just out here having a good time, man.
That's
What's
all.
wrong with that?
I don't know. I mean, I thought that Denny Hamlin was the most likable that he's ever been
I
on
know.
our show.
You were like, man. But here's the thing, because you were like, man, he's kind of buttoned up, blah, 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 before we did it.
No, I said he can kind of be a jerk sometimes.
Oh, you did say that, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about NASCAR guy. Like, they have so many sponsors at play, they're terrified to say anything.
Well, and
You know what I mean?
I get it. He's pulled in 8 million different directions. You know, especially nowadays, he's one of the like OGs that's left racing.
Nowadays.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just love
Yeah.
it when you say nowadays.
I know.
You sound like a grandmother on the porch drinking lemonade or
I
sweet
sure
sweet
do.
tea.
Sweet tea.
Yep.
With my vodka in it now. I'm that kind of granny.
Granny's into the hooch again.
I like it. Get out of there, Hooch.
Come by and see us, Pete and Terry's Tavern, outside Bridgestone Arena on Demumbrian. You can register to win tickets to tonight's NHL Awards.
Look at these people dressed up. They look so
I know.
good.
Hey, anybody
big
here, if
thing,
y'all
man.
need tickets to the award show, get your name in the box out
Put
here
your
on the
name
porch.
in the box.
We'll draw a name at 5:45. You do not need to be present to win. Just and by the way, when I said I wonder if Pete and Terry are going to walk through. Right after I said that, Pete and Claudia, his wife, Pete Weber, walked through.
We should have caught him.
Yeah, name dropping. He's a star.
Well, yeah,
this
this
guy,
is his place.
This is his.
True.
I mean, he's in his own place.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't
we're in
get
his
much better
place.
than that, yeah.
Yeah. Chris Lowe's a star too. Covers college athletics for ESPN, senior writer. Chris, what's up? How are you?
Outstanding. You guys should be in a good mood. I saw where someone signed a new contract, a new deal. I mean, my question is, are you guys going to get the kind of bonus that Skeens or Cruz, whoever goes number one
Yeah.
in the Major League Draft, you guys going to get that kind of signing bonus?
Yeah, we got millions. We ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Our
You know.
our financial
You know
package
how
will be,
this industry works.
our financial package will be a little different.
I'm still trying to get on the glass during the Preds game.
Man, you had the guy
CeeLo.
here.
No, but don't worry, we connected eyes.
Nonetheless, congratulations. Well deserved.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. No, we're excited to be able to do what we love to do with people that we love in a city that we love and with listeners that we love. There's a whole lot of love being spread, Chris.
Yes.
We love
and
you
we
too,
love
buddy.
you too.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm glad you said that, Britt. The city of Nashville, NHL draft, NFL draft, gosh, you talk about a city that's exploded. I remember coming there for my first interview with the Tennessean in '96 and staying at the old Union Station Hotel right there on Broadway and thinking back to what that city has, where it's come from and what it is now and the way it's just exploded. It's mind-numbing, really.
Chris Lowe with us
CeeLo.
at CeeLo ESPN.
I was in high school then.
Well, that just means that I interviewed for that job when I was like 12 then, right, Dawn?
That's right. That's right.
Jumping over
That's
ball racks at
crazy.
that time.
I was
Hey, that's
1 year
back when
away
Slade
from.
was that's back when Slade was throwing it off the backboard of Pearl Cullen and dunking.
Yeah, buddy. I was over ball racks and everything then, boy. Ooh. I'll give anything to do that one more time.
Ball racks.
I'm telling you, bro. With the balls in them.
Yeah, I was 1 year away from beginning my radio career in 1996. And then I quickly met Chris Lowe right after that, as a matter of fact.
That's right.
With the great Bob Bell, God rest his soul, and Bill King. We go way back. Chris, obviously tonight it's for everything. LSU and Florida for the Baseball National Championship. LSU trying to decide. I guess they've made their decision. They're going to start Thatcher Hurd, it looks like. Skeens will come out of the bullpen. And we were talking about a scenario. How great would this be if you've got like a 1-1 or 2-2 game in the fifth inning trying to figure out when Skeens is going to come in, you know?
Well, just to have him available, what a huge advantage that is for LSU. And I would predict that when they need him, whether inning, the fifth inning, they're going to bring him in. I mean, now they're not, if they get down a bunch, or even if they're ahead a bunch, I don't think they're going to bring him in. But when they need him, crunch time, you got him, and that's a huge advantage. But I don't remember a College World Series that I've had more fun watching than this one. Going all the way back to the start. Just the games, the comebacks, the walk-offs, and the personalities, man. And not just LSU, but Florida, and the way that Florida seems to, for whatever reason, they seem to be that forgotten-about team. And, heck, they won the SEC. And now here they are in a Game 7, I guess Game 3, in reality in baseball. But college baseball just seems to get better and better every year. And a tip of the cap to our good friends, Chris Burke and the crew, Chris Budden there at ESPN, who've done a fabulous job covering that thing.
No doubt.
No question about it.
They have been doing a great
Cole
job.
Kubelik threw this stat out there. I think it's since 2006, 26 national titles in football and baseball for the Southeastern Conference, and they're going to get another one here. Just crazy.
I'll throw something at you. As good as football's been, as dominant as football has been, I think that baseball has been even better. I think it's harder to make it through the SEC. Now it's set up. You have a College World Series you get to, and there's 8 teams. You got to play your way into the final. But I think it's harder to play through the entire season in the SEC in baseball, and then have to go through a regional. And sometimes when you're in a super regional, you see another SEC team. Remember, a couple of years ago, Tennessee had to go through LSU just to get to the College World Series. I'm not so sure it's not more difficult in baseball in the SEC to win it all than it is in football.
Well, that's one way to put it. I absolutely agree. And it looks like it's only getting better. When you look at football and basketball and it being a destination as far as SEC goes, as far as guys being able to jump in the portal and go to those schools, it looks like it's happening in baseball as well, CeeLo. Is that the destination as far as it goes? Because you talk about the competition in SEC baseball, and that also brings the spotlight on it. So you want to get seen, you want to try to get to that next level, like Skeens, leaving the Air Force, coming to LSU.
Slay, no question, brother. I mean, it's people want to play, where you get the competition, where the bright lights are, even within the conference.
Right.
Zane Denton goes from Alabama to Tennessee. He's a big part of what Tennessee did. And they're not in the World Series. They don't get out of the first round without Zane Denton. And it happens all. And I think Tennessee's probably going to lose some players. They've already lost some players. And that's just sort of the world we're in right now, is people are looking around. There's NIL money available. Everybody leaves and makes decisions for different reasons. Sometimes, they want to be the guy in the starting rotation. Sometimes they want to be the guy in the first 4 batting spots. And I do believe, though, as you say, that the SEC is going to continue to attract top-level talent. Even guys that play – and baseball is different than football. You can have a Coastal Carolina. You can have an Oral Roberts that can jump up there and be a championship-type program. We've seen it happen. And players sometimes from those schools, when they've got a year left, are looking to leave and go to the SEC. You see that happen all the time. Chase Dolander's a great example of that. He played at Georgia Southern. Tennessee played Georgia Southern the year before. They saw the kid pitch and said, man, what a great player. Well, he goes to the transfer portal. Tennessee's all over him. So you're going to see guys slay, maybe not at SEC schools, that play at conferences that are maybe not Big Ten or not SEC or not ACC, but play good baseball. And you're going to see those guys gravitate to SEC schools as well.
Let's talk a little bit about college football, CeeLo. Manning Passing Academy. Like, I don't know what it's worth for guys to throw and hit go-karts, but, man, Joe Milton, boy, he went viral again.
He is getting more love and more hype and more notoriety going into the season than just about any quarterback that has not started on a full-time basis in the SEC that I can remember. Can you guys remember another guy that's gotten this kind of love who has not been a sustained starter in the SEC?
That's tough.
And I'm not saying it's not deserved. I mean, the great thing is Joe's going to get his shot. We saw what Hendon did in that offense the last couple of years. You know, it didn't work out for Joe Milton at Michigan. He was the starter initially at Tennessee after transferring. Hendon Hooker beat him out. He stayed the course. I think those two were good for each other, Hendon Hooker and Joe Milton. And now we're going to see if he could do it over a sustained period of time.
Well, I mean,
throwing the ball
he had that
yeah,
performance in the bowl
70
game,
yards,
right?
And I'm sorry.
Like, so what if that didn't happen? You know what I mean? And then what would we be talking about?
Well, nothing, not anything like we've seen. And I think, again, that's a credit to him that he went into that game. A lot of eyes on him against a good Clemson defense and played. To me, what was so impressive about Joe in that game is he wasn't out there trying to be, you know, Brett Favre, run around and reckless gunslinger. He played very much within the system, was efficient, was on the money, was on time, threw a lot of really good passes, and didn't try to do too much. And I think that's why I'm interested and eager to see how well he can sustain that over the course of the season. And we're going to find out. I think the system fits him. He lost some really good players around him, certainly at receiver position in Jalen Hyatt, and his left tackle. I think that's probably when we start talking about how a quarterback's going to do. I always look at, all right, who's protecting him? Can a team protect him? Who's he got around him? You know, so there's going to be some new faces like that. And I'm not saying that's all bad, but I think of all the storylines, I shouldn't say of all the storylines. To me, one of the more fascinating storylines of college football this year is, can Joe Milton live up to the hype?
Chris Lowe, Outsid ESPN on Twitter. Chris, thanks for the visit every Monday. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, I always look forward to it, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, Chris Lowe. Slay sent us a video of a bunch of the quarterbacks at Manning Passing Academy, and they answered the same question: which quarterback here would you like to see go up against an alien that came to attack the world or whatever? And like, to a man, it was Joe Milton. That everybody, like, biggest guy, cannon of an arm. So that was pretty funny. It's out there on the internet for you to amuse yourself. When we come back, legendary broadcaster, legendary Preds broadcaster Pete Weber will join us live from his own place, Pete and Terry's Tavern, 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle. Whether you're looking for a new car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, maybe a Sprinter van, they've got you covered. Got a great selection. You can check it out online, GuptonMotors.com. All of the inventory is there. All the dealership information is there as well. That's GuptonMotors.com. 3450 Tom Austin Highway is the address in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. It'll be the best vehicle buying experience you've ever had because these guys will do you right. Daniel Gupton and his crew are ready to help you out. There will be no pressure at all because they want what you want, you in the vehicle that's right for you. So that's the decision that will be made. You'll take your test drive. You'll go outside. They'll help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 24 West Door, Clarksville, exit 35, 9 miles outside the city. Then a beautiful straight shot into Springfield, Tennessee. 3450 Tom Austin Highway. Again, 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3HL 104.5, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slade broadcasting live at Pete and Terry's Tavern. Love this place.
Without question.
Windows and doors are wide open. The ceiling fans are going inside and outside. There are very well-dressed people here. Not us, necessarily.
The aroma of the food is kind
Yeah.
of killing me. It's more of a pat on the back, tickle your nose type of menu that's going on right here. And
I know. And,
I'm
and
intrigued.
Hunk is all into that bowl of whatever, barbecue or whatever.
I'm
he's got.
jealous. He got brisket.
So the it's amazing how many awards this table has. 8-time Tennessee Sportscaster of the Year. It's because Pete Weber's sitting at the table. Pete Weber,
I was going to sit my mic down because I ain't got nothing to do with that.
legendary broadcaster Pete Weber joins us, and yes, he has been named Tennessee Sportscaster of the Year a record 8 times. Buffalo,
This past year, too.
yeah, Buffalo Baseball Hall of Fame. Did I read that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And for those that don't know, been broadcasting Preds games since year 1, but also a love for minor league baseball.
Tremendous love for it. I've probably done over 2,800 minor league games.
Wow. And so when I mentioned earlier that I was hoping that Pete and or Terry would pop in, and then you literally walked by right after I said that, I said Pete is one of the best storytellers I've ever been around. And to do 2,800 baseball games, you've got to be a great storyteller to do that sport.
I think the highlight for me there was just being a guest at a Chattanooga Lookouts Tennessee Smokies game, and there was a rain delay, and they were battling to get me to go back and forth between the two booths to tell some rain delay stories for them the one night.
Yep.
But the best thing still is NHL Awards. Eddie Olczyk, big part of NHL on TV. I've known him since 1984 when he was on the U.S. Olympic team. But he was brought up by his father at Arlington Park Racetrack. Instead of McGuffey's reader, what he had to learn how to read was the Daily Racing Form. He is a great handicapper, and I'm not throwing that word around loosely. So one night, first year, maybe it was the second year we had the awards in Las Vegas, he left to go to the sports book, took $160, that was it, and boxed the pick 6 at Hollywood Park the way he wanted. When the awards were over, he was paged. He had over 500,000 waiting for him.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, so can you text him and ask him what he thinks about LSU Florida tonight?
We need Ian.
Well, he's very good on horses. Very good on horses. And if I were you, let's get together before the Triple Crown begins next year.
Okay.
And we will get a little syndicate going with Eddie O.
Okay.
There we go.
That sounds
There we
good.
go. He's got you guys.
For Crispy and me, we call Eddie our sports investment counselor.
That's so
That's a good name. It's a good title right there.
Preds broadcaster Pete Weber joins us. So when you were a kid, did you know that's what you wanted to do, play-by-play?
Yeah, I did. Because I would have the big Zenith radio up on my nightstand and just going back and forth over all the 50,000 watt AM stations carrying the games.
Yeah.
No matter what the sport. And so I really got attracted to Harry Carey and Jack Buck on the St. Louis Cardinals. Could listen to them until they were having fun. Then a few years after that, I found
KMOX, yeah.
they were getting paid to do that.
Can you imagine?
So why not try and
Heck yeah.
pursue that?
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
I remember reading box scores to my granddad when I was a little kid. I loved following the numbers and all of those
Yep.
things, especially in baseball. And he said, let me tell you something. If you can ever figure out a way to make money doing this, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's right. That is correct. And we had 5 newspapers in our house every day when I was growing up. So I read quite a few box
Yeah.
scores.
So what was your first broadcast? Do you remember
Yeah.
your first play-by-play event?
My first play-by-play event for pay, rather than college radio,
Yeah.
would be a Illinois high school baseball tournament game between Joliet Central and Belleville West.
Wow.
And I got that because the father of one of my college buddies owned the station in Joliet, and he didn't have a sports guy, so he needed somebody to do the game for him. So there I was sitting at Mine and Field in Peoria, baking it up as I went along.
Awesome.
Fake it till you make it. Gotta do.
Yep.
Pete Weber with us on 3HL. It's been amazing to see because the evolution of this city. Like Slay and I grew up here. Dawn's been here forever.
Absolutely.
She's seen the growth too. It all really started when the Preds came and when Bridgestone Arena happened.
Yeah, and then
And that's
25
when
years.
that's when downtown
Right.
got revitalized. And
Look at
here
the
we are
vista
25
around
years
here.
later. Yeah.
and try to determine what was here and how long it has been there. And it's not very long, really, not at all. I mean, it's been here longer than Kirby has been here.
It's hard to believe.
Hard
Yeah,
to
that's-
believe.
That's dinosaurs like age right there. Yeah, I'm gonna give him one, Pete. I gotta hit him with a nice uppercut. See, look at him, he's ready to come fight.
He's coming back to defend himself.
We had James Neal on earlier asking the same question. Like, how special was that Stanley Cup run to watch this entire city? Whether people liked hockey, didn't like hockey, maybe they fell in love with hockey because of that run. I don't know, but the entire city was behind that team, and he said we could feel it.
Yep. I think there's a lot to say about watching that develop, the love affair really get amplified, and then to see the Stanley Cup Final Series comes here. CMA Fest is going full bore, and Lord knows how many people were in the streets.
Oh,
Game times.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that Game 6 game, my son Connor and I went to that game, so we watched Pittsburgh hoist the cup, unfortunately.
Ugh,
but
I was there too.
Oh, yeah.
Awful.
But walking around downtown, and when we tell y'all, like, if you weren't here, like, okay, cities do watch parties, but I mean, there
Not
are
like this.
televisions everywhere, and literally you just people for miles and miles downtown, and then you walk in the building, and it's a complete electric atmosphere. But like just to watch all of that happen in this city, like it made me cry, honestly.
Part of that happened the year before. You might recall the triple overtime game with San Jose in 06 that ended at like 1:05 in the morning on a school night, and nobody had left.
Yep.
I mean, Mike Fisher scores it.
Yep.
And Terry Crisp was so excited he didn't realize he was giving the Heimlich maneuver to Brent Peterson, and all the air left Brent's body, and you could hear that on the air.
I was going to ask you. I want to know when you, because I think it's foolish when you got a person of your stature, and not ask them a question about the broadcast, and if you're trying to get into it, and I'm trying to get into it, but I want to know.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying,
you're
just
right
signed
here.
you just signed a long-term deal,
trying to
dude.
get into it. I'm still trying to get my feet wet. But tell me, which do you, because you've called many sports, which do you enjoy as far as broadcasting when you talk about the pace? The pace.
Oh,
of
for the
game?
pace.
Yeah.
Okay. I even did a lot of lacrosse.
Oh my!
I love the pace there.
Yeah.
And lacrosse is really just a combination of soccer and hockey going at it. But I think the relaxed pace of being able to tell stories of baseball is unsurpassed.
Yeah.
Absolutely unsurpassed. Now, we used to be able to tell stories in hockey before they had the hurry-up rules that came in, and then no more. One of the places we used to insert stories was when the glass would break, and they're repairing that. The glass doesn't break anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, one night in San Jose, we had a glass breakage each period. And the last one was particularly bad because my buddy, former Sabre goaltender Steve Shields, was the goaltender for San Jose. He had been pulled earlier in the game, and then while he's on the bench, the glass behind him breaks, and he gets showered
Oh my God.
with all the shattered glass.
Doesn't happen anymore.
No.
So, what do you think, just big picture as we kind of wrap up this hour? We had Sean Henry on, and he said, what word did he use? Reset?
Reset.
Yeah.
He said, this is a,
He
we're
said,
in
I don't
it's not
mince
a
words.
rebuild. Yeah.
No,
but
he did say that too, but he used the word reset.
But
which
he
I
used
thought
the
was-
word reset.
Yeah.
And he talked about all the talent that they have already in Milwaukee and where they are from a youthful talent standpoint.
Which carried us down the stretch.
Exactly, and we saw glimpses of it, of what could be successful. I mean, what's your thought on where this franchise is with Trotzy coming in, with David Poyle retiring and stepping away?
David has one more draft to run.
Yeah.
The next 3 nights, he'll be busy working on that. And the way he's drafted in the past, I'm not afraid of what the consequences of that and the outcome of that could, would, will be. But I think that the team is in very good shape because, unfortunately, because of the misfortune that befell the team the last half of last year, and then the youngsters coming up playing with house money did so very well with the house money.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see where they are right now.
Rolling around this country with Terry Chris. You got any stories about that?
Oh, Lord. We need a whole hour for that.
Let's do a podcast on that sometime.
We like to bring people in that have big personalities and great stories to tell in the summer and do like an hour in studio. You down with that?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Put that on the books. Huh?
And Crispy is in town this summer.
Wow. Okay. Good.
Oh, my gosh. Y'all together. Come
Let's
on.
do both. Let's pick a week where you pick a day that you both can do it, and we'll do it.
All right.
How did Pete and Terry's Tavern come about?
This is the second iteration here in the building. Previously, it was upstairs on the suite level, and Terry and I couldn't go there because it was only open during games.
Ah,
So
can't go to your own place.
no, exactly. So this has
Gotta
been a
pee.
true
They can't go.
improvement in that regard.
This place is awesome.
Yes, it is.
It has really turned out nicely. And once we get, I think we're going to have hard liquor and handgun night special thing.
Story time with Pete Weber's coming up this summer.
it's
Just
gonna
stay
be
tuned.
so good.
Hey, Petey, always good to see you, man. I'm glad you're doing well. You look great.
Thank you.
Thanks for hopping on.
That brain surgery worked well. Thank you.
Yes.
Made me look like, what night is that going to be? I'm staying home on that night.
Well, it's going to be fun.
I bet it is.
Just watch Blazing Saddles.
You'd be tempted.
Yeah, let's insert some blindfolds, too. Let's go all out.
All right. 3HL broadcasting live from Pete and Terry's Tavern here on 104.5 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Everything is changing so fast these days. You know it. Talk about hockey and what's going on here. Everything's changing, and that's a great thing. And so you need your Xfinity and your internet to keep up. Xfinity 10G network can keep up with whatever is going on in this city. The fastest internet with faster speeds rolling out all the time. That's the Xfinity 10G network. Internet that can power a house full of devices all at once with ultra low lag. So one person can stream maybe a movie from their room, another can play video games in the basement, maybe a little hockey, another can watch a hockey game online, and another can TikTok in the kitchen. The next generation 10G network only from Xfinity can take care of all of that. The future starts now through July 30th. New customers, you can get 200 megabit internet on the next generation Xfinity 10G network for just $35 a month for 2 years. Plus, no annual contract required and Wi-Fi equipment included. Go to Xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800 or just stop by and visit a store today. It does require paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees extra after promo. Regular rates apply to internet service and devices. Actual speeds vary.
Good evening from the Pete and Terry's Tavern. I am Joe Hunk as we have Game 3 of the College World Series happening tonight, 6 p.m. first pitch. You'll be able to listen to it right here on 104.5 The Zone. LSU going with Thatcher Hurd, and you have Jack Caglione going for the Florida Gators, but Paul Skeens will be available out of the bullpen for the Tigers. Tonight, Twins are in Atlanta taking on the Atlanta Braves, and Smyrna native and Vandy alum Sonny Gray going to be on the hill for the Twins. Spencer Strider is going to be pitching for the Atlanta Braves. And for all your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, a flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Monday afternoon in the Music City. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day out here in the streets, and that's where we are. We're actually inside Pete and Terry's Tavern, which is located right outside Bridgestone Arena in advance of tonight's NHL Awards going on in Bridgestone Arena. 7 o'clock on TNT. You can catch it. Country music superstar Dierks Bentley will host some of the presenters tonight. Pekka Rinne, which is special. He's got the statue. He also, there's a hand for Pekka Rinne. He also was just named a coach and scout for the Preds on some level. Yep.
European scout.
Yes. Country artist Jesse James Decker will be a presenter. Low Cash, Dustin Lynch, Darius Rucker, Trisha Yearwood, Jelly Roll, your boy.
My guy, baby.
Look at that. You want to talk about a redemptive story, and he will sit down and tell you all about it.
I need a favor.
Look at you.
Gotta get one, baby. That's Jelly, baby, my guy.
Nashville comedian and superstar Nate Bargatze, a presenter tonight as well. So looking forward to all that. The Preds launching their 25th anniversary celebration with the Broadway Block Party presented by Tractor Supply, a free 3-day event that is underway, running Monday through Wednesday. The Block Party began today at 3 o'clock. It will begin each day at 3 o'clock with live music each night, red carpet walks, games, Preds alumni autographs, giveaways, food trucks, and more. NashvillePredators.com/block party to check out more information there. We've had a fun show. James Neal hopped on with us live here earlier. If you missed that, you can get it where you get your podcasts. Easy way is to go to 1045thezone.com and click on podcasts. Yep. It's that easy. Dawn Davenport is here.
Hi. That's Buck.
That's right.
That's Buck.
That is Buck.
Twitch, please.
Happy
Twitch,
Monday
please.
to you.
Twitch,
A lot
please.
of action down here, by the way. I was just people watching on the patio, on the terrace.
On the
Good.
Lanai.
Lanai is bunk.
That actually is a pretty
This
good
is
Lanai
actually
right there.
a better view of a lanai than the one at our station.
What do you mean? We've got our parking lot. You know, we've got like a hotel across the street.
Where the dogs get
Weeds.
busy at.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we've
The
got
dumpster.
I call it
mean-
Poop Park. It's like a little sliver of grass just beyond our parking lot where people that have dogs in the condos bring their dogs. And it's funny because I'm telling you right now, 95% of the dudes always pick up the poop. 95% of the girls do not pick up the poop.
That is not accurate.
It is accurate. I stand out there on the lanai and I watch it.
What? Okay, we're going to... Can't believe I'm saying this. God.
You're going to have a poop
We're
count?
going to track it next week.
We will do it. But yes, we enjoy the view here. That's right. And Pete and Terry's is filling up, man. Some really well-dressed people here.
Yes, it is.
I'm in like ripped jeans and a T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm in boom boom room attire.
Yeah. Hey. If you don't pub you, nobody's going to pub you.
I'm just out here ready to go. That's what that means.
I've got my boom boom room shirt.
Lock the door.
Maybe I'll wear it on Wednesday.
Lock the door then.
A lot going on, obviously, with the NHL Awards tonight at Bridgestone Arena. You've got LSU in Florida for the Baseball National Championship. LSU won Game 1 4-3 in 11 innings. They love hitting home runs in the 11th inning.
Walk off, baby. Walk it off.
They had a walk-off two-run homer
Yep.
against Wake Forest. They had a walk-off solo shot against Florida. And then game 2, it was almost like LSU was like, all right, we're playing for game 3. Y'all go out here, run around the bases all you want to. You can play tag or whatever.
After it got out of hand, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, come on, this game can't end.
And then you're not throwing pitchers that you would use in game 3,
Right.
you know.
I wanted them to put a run rule in effect just
Run
for that
rule.
one game. Like, come on, man, this is over. You're up 20?
24-4.
Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? They should. You know what they should have? This is what I would have did just to be a smart butt. This is what I would have did. I would have told my pitchers, hey, just go out there and just keep lofting it across the plate.
Just throw even pitches.
See how many they can hit. Let's let them tire their arms out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's just keep this going.
Home run after home. Let's see if we can get this score to 70. If we can get to 70-4, like what? Like somebody would have to call the game. Somebody would have, like, you can't just let a team get pulverized out there in the College World Series like that. Can you?
So, Slay, I did some research today. I found 3 instances in a professional series in a championship where a team has gotten blown out in a non-decisive game. First time, 1998, Chicago Bulls, Utah Jazz, Game 3.
Yeah.
Chicago
that was
destroyed them.
They did.
Second one, 2001 World Series, Game 6, Arizona destroyed the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
2011, Boston Bruins, Vancouver Canucks. Game 3, Bruins won 8-2. All the things that those have in common, the team that did the blowing out also won the series.
Okay. Listen, I roll with it. I roll with the Gators.
You're rolling with Florida. Don's rolling with Florida. I'm going LSU. Todd Furman is going.
What Todd Fowler going? Florida.
LSU.
He's not.
He always want to go against somebody. That's why he's going to be wrong.
Thatcher Hurd pitching tonight for LSU.
Yep.
He's pitched 6 innings against Wake Forest, 2 separate games. He's only given up 1 run in the last 2 outings that he's pitched.
Yeah, this is a different stage, though, man. And we were talking about this earlier. Like, you know, it's interesting to think about the psychology, right? Like when you're playing in the penultimate game of your sport.
Yep.
But baseball and standing on the mound by yourself, that's a tough one, man, because I could totally see somebody like trying to be perfect. You know what I mean? And like then you're missing your spots because you're not out there loose. You got to be loose, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But that's an alone place to be out there on the mound in that kind of pressure cooker.
See, that's why. No, man.
And Florida's guys really good.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, and Florida can play.
He's pitched out there already, though.
Yeah, but not in this situation.
I disagree.
You think he's gonna be ready to roll?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he is. I'm just saying I could see that moment getting to some people. I'm not saying that we get to everybody.
Yeah.
But that could be a pressure cooker of a situation when you're standing out there by yourself.
I would have stretched that game out so we could have got Skeens back. Stretch it out for 2 days.
Maybe
how are you going to do that,
Maybe
Slay?
like
hit home run for 2 days. They can't call the game.
Maybe you could put a blimp up there like full of water and just pop it over the stadium.
What?
Get a rain delay.
No.
For tomorrow.
No.
That moves it back a day.
Yo, listen what I'm telling you. You going to be tired. How many home runs you think you seen people in the home run derby?
Without even like doing your little plan, they had 23 hits and 6 homers.
This is a great plan. First of all, it's not a little plan. I'm telling you right now. Like, people need to take me up on this and put me up there in the management. I'm a skipper.
Oh, jeez. Lord have mercy. Look at our baseball guru, Joe Hunk, is like, I hate my life right now.
And then what it called?
Hey, don't your nephews play baseball, RJ and Miles? Can't you just go like manage one of their teams?
I do.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they let you.
Slay wants
roll
Crash
right now.
Davis. Slay wanted Crash Davis to visit Omaha
Yeah.
last night after the game and just get the water sprinklers
That's
going.
right. See, we needed a rain delay.
We got a natural disaster.
Oh, man. Let them get tired, man. Hitting home runs. They come in the next day, gas. Yeah. Move everybody in the outfield in. They can't get it. They ain't going to hit it past the infield. I'm telling you now. Yeah, all right. Florida, get them, Florida. Because they ain't want to listen to me. Get them, Florida.
Todd Furman ain't listening to you either.
Nah, he always want to go against me. That's why he going to lose again.
You know how I found out that Todd picked LSU?
Yeah, how?
Gator Mike texted me Todd's pick, and it was like the LSU Mike the 5 mascot thing.
I'm going to text him my pick. That's what I'm going to do.
All right, more 3HL when we come back. And I caught Sam Phelan on A to Z Sports the other day, and he was talking about 3 players on the rise following OTAs and minicamp. I'll give you his little list and get y'all's take on that. But he excluded offensive line and defensive line because, without pads, you really can't tell a lot. But we'll go there. It's an interesting list. That's coming up. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Pete and Terry's Tavern in downtown Nashville, attached to Bridgestone Arena, just outside on Demumbrian. And we got a full house here of people waiting to get into the NHL Awards. And that will happen tonight. You can catch it live on TNT at 7 o'clock.
Man, people suited and booted, too. I'm with this right here. I like this energy.
Suited and booted. That's a great way to describe it.
That's what it is. That's what it is, yo. I should have came suited and booted. I didn't know.
I forgot to intro you in the last segment.
Did you?
Yeah.
You sure?
I think.
Well, I'm in the building. The skipper's in the building.
The skipper.
That's what I'm going from this day forward. When baseball season rolls around, I want to be known as the skipper.
Does that make me the professor or Gilligan?
Yeah. Gotta be Gilligan. Yep.
Why? Why, Slay?
It's your island. Which is out your own.
You need to be careful with which one you give Don here because people are 50-50 on Marianne and Ginger.
I'm not going that direction.
See, I don't even remember
which would
watching
you prefer, Don Davenport?
I don't know. I don't know.
See, that's what I was going to say. I don't know. I was automatically, because I always hear Ginger, I would just say Babs is Ginger.
Ginger's like the super. For those that didn't watch Gilligan's Island or you're younger than 50 or whatever it is.
I was going to say, like, I don't remember. I've never watched it.
I haven't either. I just always saw it.
It was a black and white TV show. That's how far back it goes. I think they did make it into Technicolor.
Yeah, they made it in Technicolor. The Harlem Globetrotters somehow visited the island.
The island, literally, you can see it off the coast of the Bahamas. It's right there.
It's a real island.
Yeah, where they did the intro. They didn't film the whole show there, but they did the intro
that's
there.
Real. That was a hell of a job.
No, but like Ginger's the supermodel and Marianne's the girl next door.
See?
Marianne also aged better. Just letting you know.
And then,
I'm going Marianne.
So you hunk adding all that in.
I honestly always preferred Marianne in that little scenario.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Marianne. Marianne.
What about Lovey? That was Thurston Howell's wife.
Lovey. Ain't that what the little baby's called? They
Let's Love Be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what Aaron Rodgers calls.
Lovey.
It's Lovey.
Yeah.
Was it a V?
Randall Cobb.
Come on,
That's
y'all.
what Aaron Rodgers calls Randall Cobb.
Yeah, that's his Lovey.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
His binky.
That's his binky, his blanky, his Lovey. Yeah.
Ross Chastain won the Ally 400 at the Nashville Super Speedway. Packed house out there.
I had Denny Hamlin beating him too, man.
And I feel bad because I asked him about leading all those laps and then finishing sixth. Yeah. He led 81 laps and finished third.
Jinx is yours.
Do you think he was like, when he went across the line and he was like thinking about that conversation with us, going, damn it.
Yep.
Why'd y'all have to put that out in?
Just stay in the boom room. Never would have lost.
615-737-1045. LSU Florida tonight. Who you got? Slay and Dawn have Florida. I have LSU. Todd Furman has LSU.
Todd don't really know none, y'all, but he know a lot.
What does that mean?
Why does he not know nothing?
Because he chooses to go against me, I feel, and you would say that, no, this is just the odds that he's playing, but I feel like this is personal.
He said, you set what you bet, which is on Superbook Sports app.
Mm-hmm.
You did the parlay at plus 350. No, the plus 385 was boosted.
Yeah.
Florida money line and over 9.5 runs.
Yeah.
And so Todd responded, at least you're offering fans of the parlay good value to lose their money.
See.
Dang.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? See why I feel like it's
coming
personal?
after
Yeah,
you.
see, that's why I feel like it's personal. Very seldom would I think since I've been on, you said how long has Todd been coming on the show?
He was the very
Since it
first,
started.
Since it started.
first 3HL routine guest. The very first guest on 3HL was Lorenzo Neal. Actually, it was Blaine's mom. So
technically, I remember that you saying that. Technically, it was Blaine's mom.
Blaine's mom. So Blaine's mom called him while we were on the air. And so we hadn't had a guest on yet. And he's like, man, why's my mom calling me? And I was like, I don't know, man. And he answered it and then put it into the microphone.
That was rude.
Mom, I'm on the radio.
That's dangerous.
That's very dangerous. You got to know your mama.
I would never put Buff on the radio. Now, she won't cuss because she's
Yeah.
like super strong Christian,
Yeah.
godly woman, but she'll say some stuff that I don't want out there, I'm sure.
She's your mom?
I know. No, I'm like the black sheep.
You're a rebel. Like Becky in sales. She always wanted to come on the show. So we put her on the show twice. Once, She dropped the S-bomb in the first, 5 seconds.
She can't help it.
So then I went a few years without putting her on. Then she came on for something else, and she did it again. And I'm like, okay, you're out.
This is a trend.
Fool me once.
Yeah.
So now
She can't handle it.
She never asked to come on anymore, which is good.
I love it.
All right, let's go to the phone line. You want to?
Let's do it.
615-737-1045. Gator Mike is
we just
next
saw
up
him.
on 3HL. Mike, what's up?
Yeah, I was going to say, good to see you all earlier. Had to run over there and say hello to Miss Claudia and Pete and see you all since y'all right around from my hotel. But you know what I want to talk about because you had all those guests. I couldn't catch the first hour. You know we got to talk about the game.
All right, so Slay and Dawn are going Florida. Me and Todd Furman are going LSU. Let me guess which way you're going. Gator Mike.
Oh, you know where I'm going. Hey, when I told Slay, listen to this, Brent, okay? We all love to pick at different fan bases and all this stuff. But there was an LSU guy in our thing last night saying, you know what, that L still counts the same when we only beat you all by 1 and you all spanked us. And I'm like, no. You get beat by 20 burger in baseball, man, you can't tell me that ain't going to be in some of your players' heads or your pitchers' heads later. That it's like, oh, it's not just one guy. That's what I mean. They're putting all the hype on Skeens, which he's coming out of the bullpen. Dylan Cruz is okay, but still, Caglione should have won that Golden Spikes Awards. I'm just saying that. But then all these other Caglione hadn't had a good series till the game last night, and you've got all my other guys hitting in the lineup. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I like our pitchers coming out tonight. Caglione's going to start. We got Neely out of the thing. We got, I forgot the other guy, the left-hander, the freshman. He's available. I'm feeling good, Brent. And we're the home team. I'm feeling good.
Can you please quiet this Gator fan?
Gator Mike,
Slay?
first and foremost, I'm riding with the Gators, but when you start saying guys like Cruz are just okay.
Dylan Cruz is okay.
That's tough.
He's just okay.
No, hold on, Don. Don, to be fair, I didn't say he was okay. I just said Caglione should have won the award over him when you look at
did say
stats.
Dylan Cruz he's okay.
You said he's okay. Yeah. Come on, Gator Mike. Now, we got to be realists here, too. Unless we're going to say, you know what, I'm doing all Florida, and I don't care what makes sense. I'm just going to be a Gator.
Well,
I appreciate it, Ron. You know I love y'all for that. But you know what? Is even better about after tonight? We officially turned the page to college football.
Yeah.
that actually happened on Friday when, who was it that called that started talking about college football? And I told you to Greg.
Yep.
I said, write it down on your whiteboard. This is when college football season happened.
Yep. I did write it down.
Yeah, June 23rd.
Well, like I said, hopefully we get that championship tonight.
All right.
Hopefully we get that championship tonight. So I'll holler at y'all.
All right. Dylan Napier needs it.
Hey,
See you, Gator Mike.
take it.
Dylan
Thanks.
Cruz is going to go off.
Because he just said that. He just put that out there.
He just put it out in the universe.
Dude's going to hit 3 homers now.
He's okay.
Then what's the other kid named? Tommy Tanks?
Tommy Tanks, yep.
That man,
Tommy White.
Tommy White.
Tommy White.
With
He
his
goes by Tommy
chains,
Tanks.
with the chains on.
Yeah.
That big boy right there, he know how to hit that ball too. I'm going to be honest, but they're going to have to go down tonight. We ain't
So
got no
what
time
you're
for
saying, Skipper, is that Florida's going to win.
First of all, I appreciate you. I appreciate you acknowledging my expertise. I love that.
That's what I do.
I love that. That's where I am. I am Skipper for the next about 18 hours.
All right, Skipper. So what you're
talk
saying
to me.
is Florida's going to win, but it's going to take everything they've got. This is a challenge against a good LSU team.
You know, when I look through our lineup, you know,
Hour?
You know what I'm saying? I'm Skipper. When I look through our lineup, you know, I look at our guys, man, and I think about changing the order every now and then, but I kind of like where it's set, and I feel like the confidence will be overflowing from that 20-point shellacking that they put on the Tigers down there in Baton Rouge.
The Tigers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to roll. I'm gonna have to roll with the Gators, man. And
Down here on the bayou.
I would appreciate if you really didn't ask me too many more questions until I get my vocabulary all the way up to Skipper-like.
Okay. Skipper-like.
Skipper-like. That's right.
Well, I'm ignoring both y'all.
Yeah, Dawn's getting water in her Yeti. This is
Ridiculous.
where we are.
You don't need no water.
There are some really well-dressed people in this
No,
place,
they're getting
man.
down, man.
I keep saying that, but it keeps getting, like, more well-dressed.
Yeah, I like it.
And I
about
see
to
the
go people
doors are open
I'm
now.
about to go people watch.
The doors are open now going into Bridgestone Arena.
Babsy is on
Do they
the
have-
move.
Got sequins out here.
Oh, is it?
Dawn loves sequins. She wants to sequence everything. Like, put sequins on a football. Give you better grip.
Bedazzle it.
Yeah.
What's the assistant coach's name
For what? And who?
for baseball?
I mean,
That's what
really? That's the question you're going to ask?
You want that
What's
name?
the assistant coach's name?
I just know
For
it's
what
that.
team and what sport and
saying,
what?
Look,
I'm saying,
I don't know who the
obvious-
third base
No.
coach is for Tennessee. I just know he wasn't doing his job right.
y'all are
Wait. Y'all are
Thank you,
going
Yor.
way too much into
him,
detail.
Yor.
This is a big picture question.
Get him, Yor. See
He's
what I'm
worried
saying?
about calling himself the skipper. He's wondering what they call the assistant coach.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to get y'all some names.
Oh.
Y'all
I
don't
thought
even
you
want
were-
no names. Y'all just want to be. See, that's why
I want that
y'all
gigantic
get out my
Coors Light
dugout.
that
Get
just
out my
walked by
dugout.
here.
I
Get out
thought
my
you were
dugout.
asking for
No, get out my
specifics.
dugout. Y'all see,
Get out
only
my
you
dugout.
stay in my dugout, Yor.
Can I spit seeds in your dugout?
Oh, most definitely. You can do
I
whatever.
texted the answer to you because I
Yep,
can't say it on
do
air.
anything. Text it to me. Nope, you don't get to look.
Brett
You're
Norton.
not in this dugout.
Yeah, why are you mobile all of a
I
sudden?
don't want to sit down anymore. I mean, there's so much energy in this town, and we're sitting in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Done.
Babsy's wild.
So what happens
It's
is
going wild.
when Kirby sets these things up, he has a way of, and there's really no way around it right now, but it just happens this way. Like Slay's at one end of the table, Davenport's at the other end of the table. I'm like in the middle of the table, but I can't get out.
Yep.
Because there's a wall right behind you, there's a wall right behind her.
And you hate it, don't you?
I hate it. I
You're
would rather
stuck.
I would rather be walking around.
Yeah, I don't think they allow that out there on the diamond. We got to stay in the dugout till we change an innings, then we can come out.
No, I want to go talk to the pitcher before you pull him. You know how like the pitching coach goes and talks to the pitcher before you pull him?
I think we got to let her do that. We're gonna put you on first or third.
Yep.
I'm aggressive. I'm
You
gonna
can't
get,
handle it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get guys. I'm
You'll
more
give
of
him
a
another chance,
I'm-
Yor. You'll
I'm
give him
more of a
another chance out there.
Do you really want to put the girl that's
No.
blunt as Dawn?
Hang on.
She doesn't
against.
care.
I
Hang
know,
on.
but the pitcher does.
Hang on. The skipper goes out to pull the pitcher, not the first mound visit where they just go to psychologically calm him down. I can do that.
He actually
You
might be better.
the calmer guy. You're gonna calm
Yeah,
him
because
down.
I'd
Yeah,
be
Donna
like,
get it.
"See?
What
You're
the mi-
screwing it
Yeah.
up.
You're pitching like
Get
a
it
Mitch.
together."
Why did we even give you a
Mitch,
scholarship?
please.
See, and that'll be a problem.
How are you even on this mound?
It's all your fault. It's all your fault.
I told
She's doing the
Skipper
crowd like this.
I told Skipper to never pitch you, and he did. See what happened?
I'm telling you,
Now,
if
are
you do
you
this
going to make
again,
me eat my words or not? Go.
Boy, y'all are
And then you
vicious.
just turn around and leave.
Y'all are vicious out there. Neither one of y'all might not be able to go out there.
No, y'all, I'm doing her.
Oh, you doing her? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you spot on.
But see, that would work for me. That motivation would work for me because I'd be like, that bleepity bleep 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 strike.
No, the next pitch would come into the dugout. Like 100 miles an hour.
Just bleepity bleep bleep strike. Yeah, that's it.
Hit the bull.
That's it right there.
You're pitching like a little Mitch out here. LSU, Florida.
at
You
the
guys wish you could,
Hey.
could consume a baseball game with us, man.
Speaking of,
that'd be
I just
great.
bought Mr. Babs a shirt for his upcoming birthday.
What
it
does
says, I'm 50, Mitches.
it say? Okay.
That's outstanding. Watch out, you got vodka coming through.
Right.
Like you're not.
And margaritas.
Is that not perfect?
Babsy's blocking
you just
the
made
bar.
me think of it.
When is he gonna wear it though? That's what I want.
I don't know. Probably
Boy,
never.
y'all are all hugged up over there now.
He'll
Yeah, that's-
probably never wear it.
She want to be on the
He
winner's
did-
side.
Oh, look, there's Mr. Babs. He said never.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, we've just wasted a whole segment.
That wasn't
so-
a waste, dude. That was entertaining conversation. Let's go back to the phones. Not that feed. That's Todd Furman getting at Slay.
Talking foolish.
And then there's Honk's word for assistant coach
Yeah, I wasn't
that
gonna
he
say that.
can't say. There's got to be a way to say that. Greg in Mississippi. Greg, what's up, man?
Hey, I called my shot Friday. I hope you listened to me. I told you Chastain was going to win. I'm
You
on my
did
way
say
now
that.
to the casino to
So
play.
Right.
You sure did.
You did say that. I
it was
forgot about
pretty-
that.
Hunk, we got to go pull
Yeah.
that for tomorrow.
Okay, well, I mean, he was, he got a lot of people that were on him. Haters are going to hate, but when Chastain decides to concentrate, and he almost won that race a couple of years ago, he runs well there. Glad to get that pick. I was calling you guys. I think I'm with Slay on the Gators. I think it's gonna. I'm torn there because I think it's 5-4. I can see one more run and pushing it over, but I like the under in this one tonight.
I like the under
one
also.
thing about the track. One thing about the track out there. Go ahead, sir.
No, I just would suggest that you would refer to Slay as skipper for right now.
Yeah, I appreciate
Oh,
it.
okay,
You welcome in the
Mr.
dugout
okay.
anytime, Greg.
Okay, I appreciate it, Mr. Skipper. One thing about the track, though, guys, they got to fix before they come back next year. When Blaney hit that spot without the soft walls that they have at NASCAR, they need to fix that. But I thought the track did a great job, and I've never been to the other one at the fairgrounds. I think NASCAR in the next couple of years is going to have 2 races in Nashville. You guys have a good show, and I appreciate it.
Totally agree. Thank you, Greg. We got to get the fairgrounds going. Also,
yeah,
Dawn,
Ryan Blaney went off about it. You have that obvious. Did you beep it, Zeph? Okay. So listen, this is what Ryan. So Ryan Blaney hit a concrete wall head on. There was no safe barrier there, and this is what he had to say about it.
It sucks that things like that have to happen if someone hit a ball head on like that. And then you're like, oh, we'll put a safe barrier on it now. It's like, why are you not doing the whole track? I'll pay for nothing to get put on there. It's 30 feet. Like, I don't know.
He said, "I'll beep and pay for it myself."
Yeah.
But seriously,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, in this day and
That's
age,
true.
like it's pretty unacceptable to
Yep.
not have the entire concrete walls covered, right?
No excuse.
Yeah. So anyway, good thing he was okay. He said it was the hardest hit he's had in his career. And yeah, good thing everything was okay, and they'll fix it for next year.
yeah, Rubbin's racing. He rode the wall.
Yeah, it is. I got to get to one. I got to get to one of them races.
By the way, you can watch the show YouTube,
Next year.
Facebook
Next
Live,
Awesome.
Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Dawn's not on camera.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Your legs are.
Oh.
Oh, they sure will.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
You just you knee and below.
All right, so
all ankles over here.
So when we come back, man, me and Hunk are wearing the same shoes. When we come back, we'll draw a
give
name.
this away?
We'll
Yeah.
draw a name and get a winner for the NHL Awards coming up tonight. They have opened the doors. There are some
flooding
really
in, too.
well-distinguished people, at least it looks that way, in line going in. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you on a very hot day in the Music City.
And it's only going to get worse this week.
Hunk, was that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like 99, 100, 100?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 99, 100, 100. And then Saturday into Sunday is supposed to be storming, and it's supposed to drop down to 92.
Cold front. Yeah. Bring it.
On the weekend. Why is it going to storm on the weekend?
I like the heat, man. Bring it. Let's go.
I don't like that heat. No. Hold that down there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Listen, man, if y'all want temperate, go live in San Diego.
Oof.
72 degrees every day there.
Oof.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I like Tennessee.
There you go. Well, then you're going to get hot, and you're going to get moist.
And you're going to get cold.
Sorry, Babs. All right, do we have something to give away? NHL Awards tonight. And somebody's about to get in the building.
Hey. Somebody who signed up better be in their car ready to go because thing starts in an hour. So you got to get here.
We better go ahead and
this will be emailed to you.
Yes, extremely quickly. All right, our winner is Mike McGurm. See, look at this.
Give it to Slay.
Slay, look.
Give it to Slay.
This is my lane.
Slay's got it.
This is my lane right here.
Slay is the show linguist. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's them.
Mike McGrimsky.
It's that guy.
Mike McGrimsky.
Mike actually came in here and said, "Where do I sign up?" Because
Mike,
Eggy
come over
Bop
here so we can figure out how to say your last name.
Mike, come here.
Eggy Bop hid the box.
Oh
so
no, this is Mike McCormick.
I bet it's him. I hope it is. I hope you just didn't disappoint this guy and his kid.
No. It's him.
His child is here, Slay.
His child's like 6 feet tall.
Mike, I can't wait. I guarantee it's McCore something.
How do you say it?
Come around here.
I got bad handwriting, but McCormick.
See, McCormick.
Attaboy, Slay.
I said McCormick.
I got McCormick. I got to the core.
All right, Hunk, explain to Mike how he's going to get his tickets. It's a good thing he's already here, so that's good.
He ready to roll, baby.
A good plan came about.
They might be a little underdressed for this kind of an event.
Man, just get fried. You automatically look dressed apart.
When in doubt, get fried.
That's the T-shirt. When in doubt, just get fried. Order 2 more shots.
Are you guys excited?
Yeah, they're excited. Kids excited, that's for sure.
That's dope.
All right, so Sam Phelan with A to Z Sports offered 3 players on the rise following Titans OTAs and minicamp. Now, he took offensive linemen and defensive linemen out because he said he can't wait to see them in pads, and I thought that was fair. Now he wrote number 1, wide receiver Treylon Burks, which not a surprise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But if it's the obvious choice, he has to be on the list, right? It's not like you're going to leave the obvious guy off.
Yeah.
So Treylon Burks said he looks like a completely different guy. Ryan Tannehill said it too. And he said, I could not be more bullish about Burks moving forward, is what Sam Phelan said.
Love to hear that.
Number 2 on this list, undrafted free agent, cornerback Alonzo L.J. Davis.
Wow.
Not signed initially either. As an undrafted free agent. He had 3 pass breakups and an interception, tight coverage in the red zone. Number 38, quote, he was all over the place.
Land of opportunity.
And what's interesting about that, Vrabel likes those guys. I mean, we've seen it under his watch. Trey Avery was an undrafted free agent cornerback that made it last year. So look out for Alonzo Davis. A lot of people were talking about him. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, he had 3 pass breakups and an interception in the last OTA.
Yeah, in freaking OTAs with no pads.
Okay, Babs, listen to her.
I'm sorry. I'm being
undrafted
negative.
guy. He had to come try out to be like a rookie scout team guy.
You remember you was looking for that Goodyear blimp to come
Look at
over
her.
and
She's all pissed off.
Bust the Goodyear blimp and have the rain delay?
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm just like, this is what we're talking about.
Number
this
3.
is what we're okay. Who's
And
number 3?
you guys wanted to send her out to the mount. Y'all want to send her to the mount?
Well, there's no way. Like, look, man, you weren't even drafted. Get out of here.
Transfer portal will be open after Babs leaves.
Don't even step on the plane when we come back.
You know how, like, I always say, like, life is about options. Life is about hope. Don just kills all the hope. Like, get out of here. Who's
like,
next?
there's no pads. Who's number 3? Is it someone else nobody has heard of who is undrafted
It's like my love affair guy right now. Running back Tyjae Spears.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. We did hear a lot about him being able to. I like the part catching.
Well,
out of the
yeah.
backfield.
He's a third-round draft pick.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he going to do?
I gave you
Come
an,
in and
I gave you an
look like
undrafted guy. You
bunk at
ditched that
OTA?
too. I gave you a third-round pick. You ditched it. I gave you an undrafted guy. You ditched it.
You're right. I would have ditched anything because this is dumb and bunk.
Dumb and bunk.
I'm not wrong, am I?
Yes.
Again,
This is a dunk.
you wanted her to go to the mound.
That's right. This is a dunk.
You would think
This is dumb and bunk.
that Dawn would be in a really good and happy mood because somebody just came in here and really kindly and nicely gave her a Preds hat in Auburn colors,
Yes, she
and it
has it
says
on.
War Eagle on it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, she has it on. Yep.
And I have it on. It
Maybe
was,
it's something
you know, the Preds do like college theme nights.
But somebody still
He
pissed
got
in her
it.
Cheerios.
I know. He got it for me in March. It was so sweet. Anyway, I mean, like, what are we doing? We're doing the top 3 performers of OTAs
Yeah.
where there's no pads. There's no, I mean, seriously, it's like, you know what that would be like? That'd be like, hey, let's all 3 just go out to a basketball court and shoot and do layups.
No,
and
that didn't
let's
work
say,
out well. We've done that.
Look at Davenport's the top performer. She's going to really deliver this year.
She just called you out, Slay.
No.
She said she's going to outperform
No,
you.
we did
No,
this.
that's
We did this
the
at Belmont.
ridiculousness of what we're talking about.
We
That's
did,
exactly
we
what.
did this at Belmont.
Yes,
we
and
shot.
your foot was on the line every time.
she is on
My girl
one.
ready, baby.
No, Kirby's laughing because he knows it's true.
But nobody did well. Like we weren't coming out of there except for Slay. We weren't coming out of there with like, oh, Honk or Doherty's really nailing these 3.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
It took me like an hour and a
I
half
can't-
to make like 5 of them.
I can't
listen,
wait to
and
get
I
to
like
training
Sam.
camp.
You guys
I like
were
Sam.
making 'em?
Yeah.
Phelan. Is that his last
That's
name?
what I was going to say. Who wrote
Sam
that?
Phelan.
Who wrote that article?
Bueller. Bueller.
Ferris Bueller's
Whatever.
Day Off.
I like him. He's great. Is it a him? Okay.
Had to do it, ladies
He's
and
great.
gentlemen.
But this is really what we're
So-
doing. You know what? I could pick 3. I could pick any 3 people on that damn roster and be like, oh, they looked amazing in OTAs with no pads.
In Don's defense, we did just hire a girl named Sam. So just like
That's
you
my
know.
girl, Sammy
I saw-
Kincaid, man.
Yeah, we
Salute
did.
to Sammy,
I
man.
saw
We
that
did.
email come through.
Great person right
All
there.
right.
She's going to fit in
She's
real good with the
she's
guys.
a Tennessee Vol.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
Do we
Absolutely.
need out of here? What's coming up, Honk?
Normally, the 3HL after party brought to you by Awaken 180 would be coming up, but instead, Game 3 of the College World Series is going to be coming up.
That's awesome.
Our thanks to Pete and Terry and their Tavern for having us today.
This place is awesome.
Yeah, it
We'll
is.
be back.
We will.
We will be back on Wednesday, so make plans to be here Wednesday, the night of
Ditch
the
work
draft.
and come hang out with us.
Yes, and the
forget work.
Preds have a major announcement sometime around 3:30 during our show. So we're looking forward to that. Thanks for listening. Love y'all. Mean it. Catch you tomorrow. Good night. God bless.
See ya. Don't steal my line.